Hi there, Joke here from Pocketful of Happiness, and in this video I'm going to show you some ideas with the new Tetris die. And first I wanted to show you this is what I did before doing all the videos. I die cut every single thing that I wanted to do, and of course by the time I got to the end I forgot what I wanted to do, so it's gonna be interesting. So this is the Tetris die, and as you can see I die cut the pieces from a lot of different colors and also from heavyweight white cardstock because I want to make sure that my pieces are sturdy and a bit dimensional. So I'm adding one layer of the this is a 110-pound cardstock, so every piece I am backing like this on my projects. And then of course it's easier to add foam tape as well if you want to. I think I did not use a lot of that. And then I prepared a few rough ideas while I was die cutting, just so that I don't forget everything, but they are rough ideas. So that means that they are not perfectly put together, the pieces, so I cannot add glue and then just transfer them to the card base. The other thing is I am using the Barely Art glue, which is really, it dries really fast. So I would not even be able to glue everything and then you know, move all the pieces to my final project, because half of it would be dry already. So on this card I'm trying to build something that looks a bit more like Tetris, but obviously the bottom would already disappear if you know how the Tetris game works. But I wanted to have colors, you know, I wanted to have shapes and colors, so I left them that way. So it's not very realistic, but you know. And I also, on the other projects, I'm going to use Tetris like or these pieces like mosaic pieces instead. And to add some sentiments, I will use this die set, this so glad that you exist. No, sorry, so glad you exist. Sorry. For my small love sentiment, and the funky alpha that is also new for the letters, the hey letters. And look, this one is almost the same as the Tetris, the width of the Tetris pieces. Not exactly the same, but because I added some layers of die cut, well, not die cuts, I fussy cut those layers under the love sentiment, so they are a bit smaller, and so I could actually put them in between the Tetris pieces, if that makes sense. It was not my intention, it just worked out that way, and I just wanted to go with that if it already happened that way, you know. So that's why I glued the love part there. And here I'm starting to, that card actually was done, and here I'm starting to build something. I don't know if you can figure out what, but so this is what the other idea was, that you use the Tetris pieces like a puzzle or a mosaic sort of thing, and then you can build really creative stuff with it. And I was not very creative. I did two different things, and in fact, when I was designing the set, I did a cat. That was the whole point, you know. I wanted to do something with a cat, but I didn't like it much, and then I just gave up on that one. So as you can probably now notice, this one is a butterfly, but my friend Martina, she will share, I'm not sure about the video yet, but she will share projects that are so creative with this set that I was so amazed. Like, actually, we were talking about something else I don't want to mention here, She was talking about some ideas for a new die set, and I misunderstood. I thought that she wants to do that with this die set, and I was asking if that's what she meant, and she was like, no, but challenge accepted. And she actually created that, and it's amazing. So I hope you will check that out. Then you can see that I'm gluing down all the pieces here and put together the shape, and then fussy cut it out. But you can see that the fussy cutting here is really very simple, so I think all of you will be able to do that. And this way, I mean, obviously you could have built this on the card base as well, but this way I actually can move the whole piece and check where I really want to add it. And then for the sentiments, I'm using the So Glad You Exist die set. And I will show how I create these kind of sentiments in one of the videos for sure. I guess I just did not go in order. But it's very simple, and I create all my sentiments the same way. So if you just watch, you will see them. So another very simple card, and then I'm going now on to the second shape that I came up with here. And for this one, I just wanted to use actually pink shades, but then there's just too many that I did not want to, well, too many shapes next to each other that I did not want to use the same color for, and I did not have enough, well, different pinks, if that makes sense. So I added some other colors in the end as well. Because actually, again, I mentioned it in one of the other videos, I wanted this release to, well, it was supposed to release a month earlier or so, and with Valentine's Day coming up, there's going to be a lot of heart or love-themed products in this release, and this was one of them. I wanted to build a heart with this that is a bit, you know, more special or unique. Well, I think that you can use this you know, throughout the year. It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day, right? I mean, love is love. It's not specific to Valentine's Day. Sorry for my babbling. I mean, I probably are already used to this. It's just sometimes my thoughts are a bit more ahead than what I'm talking about, you know. It's something I inherited from my dad, I think. Not the best thing, but it is what it is. So, yeah, I'm finishing up my heart, and then I'm going to fussy cut this out. And again, super simple to do. This way, now I have 3 layers of cardstock, and actually in some cases, I don't know if you can tell, but some of these shapes are a bit more dimensional, where I added another extra layer just so that you have a variation in the dimension. It's, I don't know, I just like different texture, different heights, you know. If something is simple, like the whole design is simple, the card is simple, I like that it at least has different textures, different dimensions to make it a bit more special. And well, yeah, I just showed that actually. If you know me, you know that I don't like white space, so I'm actually struggling with these cards because there's just white card base, and yeah. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, so now I did not know, I couldn't decide what colors I want for my sentiment. I wanted it to kind of pop, so I didn't want to use pinks, and so I chose yellow, but I didn't know which yellow, like darker or lighter. So in the end, I ended up creating both. and then I layered them up. So when I decided which color I want, I layered the other one under it as a kind of like a shadow, because I didn't want to waste it. And normally I don't like to save things like that, because chances are that I'm not going to be able to use them. So I just layered them up, that, and then here I'm just building a rectangle basically, but I wanted to use, because I had so many of these die cuts left, I wanted to use all the colors that I die cut in sort of like a, well, I would call this a rainbow order, but it's not really actually a rainbow order. It's more like from the dark colors to the light colors. And as you can see, it's just a rectangle, which will fit nicely on to my card. I think I used, but I am looking at the footage, so I can see it's a 5x7-inch card. And again, I'm adding an extra layer here to make it even more sturdy, and I will add some foam tape to this so that it pops off the background. And I believe it will still fit an A2 card, but somehow there you cannot center it nicely. So I put it on a larger base, and I do this very often, that I put sort of like an A2 size design on a larger base, and then I add some sentiment at the bottom, and then you have a larger card. It's a little bit of a different design. And also I prefer this size cards to A2, which is why you see me do this lately, not lately, in the last few years actually. And now I created a sentiment, "You are wonderful," where I kind of matched the color of the sentiment to the bottom of the of that panel. So this is the largest card. And then I forgot to mention, these are A2 size cards. So the one with the heart and the one with the butterfly is also A2 size. I hope I could give you some ideas. Oh yeah, and then of course there's the first card that I created with the Tetris, and that's also A2 size. And you can see that I had to leave a bit of an edge on the sides. It doesn't cover the A2 size perfectly. So I hope I could give you some ideas, and I cannot wait to see you come up with different ideas. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.